Well, it's Sunday evening. We spent a good portion of this weekend food prepping for our breakfast soup and our lunches for the week. So I have probably run the dishwasher 4 or 5 times in the past 2 days. It's currently running the sink full of dishes. That's one of the things about the Whole30 that no one prepares you for, is that you will be doing dishes nonstop for 30 days. Doesn't seem like a big deal until you're unloading the dishwasher for the third time on one day and you want to scream. The soup we made for breakfast is an apple broccoli soup. A link to the recipe is in the description. We changed it up a little bit. I added some ground turkey because protein, and after adding that, I threw it in the crock pot and let it simmer throughout the day. I also added some more seasonings. It's a little bland. The only seasoning required in the recipe is thyme, so I added some garlic powder and some onion powder, salt and pepper, just a few things to jazz it up a little bit. Tomorrow will be the first morning that we try out the breakfast soup, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure that it's maybe the best idea now that we're this far into it, because it was expensive, and we're also having soup for lunch. So soup breakfast, soup lunch. I feel like I want a soup diet instead of a Whole30 reset, but I definitely want to try something new. That's one of the things. While you're on the Whole30, you will reach your threshold for how many of a certain thing you can eat, and you may think you could eat it forever because it's so good, but then you can't. And when you get tired of it, you get so tired of it. I know everyone says that Five Guys is a lifesaver because you can go there and get the lettuce bun on your burger. And we did that. We were doing that for dinner once or twice a week. The first time we did Whole30, and this time we haven't been once. I cannot stomach the idea of walking into a Five Guys. I had burgers for dinner tonight, but the idea of going into Five Guys is just beyond the threshold of what I'm willing to accept this time on Whole30. I cannot bring myself to go back. And nothing against them. Their food is great. They were always very accommodating. But I ate it too many times in 1 month, and now my body and mind are just not prepared to take in any more of those burgers for a while yet. Being 2 weeks in, I'm definitely feeling a difference. My body feels different, and I am talking about size. So, and I know we're not necessarily supposed to be focused on weight-related goals, but I do feel less bloated. I feel my clothes a little bit looser, particularly my pants, so my thighs and my waist. I feel like my pants are a little bit roomier than they were before, which is a lovely feeling. And it is calling me to the mirror, where I keep peeking just to make sure I didn't imagine it. And then I also feel very drawn to the scale, but I have not gotten on it yet. So I know that I will have the willpower to withstand getting on the scale. That's not something that I generally have issues with. Something that's happening to me that has not happened to me in the past is that I found myself secretly browsing the internet for pictures of food. So a friend of mine's birthday is coming up, and I usually bake something for him for his birthday, and kind of looking around trying to find some recipes online, and I found myself on Delish, which is one of those recipes that have like just pornographic pictures of food. It all looks so good in their photos, and I'm just scrolling through, and I find myself scrolling through a slideshow of like the 94 creamiest macaroni and cheeses, and 115 cheesecake recipes that'll blow your mind. And I was looking at each one, I was salivating. I was literally caught up in this torrent of food pornography, is basically what it was. Just looking at all of these treats and comfort foods and just fatty, sugary, carby, dairy products that I cannot have, and fantasizing about tasting them and eating them. So I am ashamed, but it is real and it is happening, and I didn't expect to feel this tempted. I didn't expect to have this much of an issue. with my willpower, and I didn't expect to have this much of an issue with cravings, but I am experiencing them frequently. I'm experiencing really strong ones. So despite how much better I feel and how much better my pants feel and how my skin is starting to clear up a little bit and I haven't had a headache in days, despite all of that, I am still craving things that I know are going to make me sick. It is time to start really looking at the why behind that. Now that I've gotten far enough out to where it is not my body necessarily craving it, but it is my brain. And there is reason, and I need to explore why I'm having those thoughts and feelings, because it clearly demonstrates that I have some unresolved food issues that I might want to look at. So at least I know where I need to go. I may not be there yet, but working on my way there. Tell me about your Whole30 below, and give me a like and subscribe if you want to hear how it goes throughout the entire experience.